because the great Eni Onsong, he actually taught me that was something I should be sharing with people. And now I'm starting my LinkedIn audio rooms, LinkedIn live audio rooms about my one page financial plan. So I'm very, very excited to share this information. But today we're going to be talking about something that might be a blind spot for you if you are a small business owner. 3 to 50 employees. If you're a contractor, a specialist contractor, and you have paperwork and data that you need to share with multiple people in a live format, this could be something that could really help to just transform your business. Because I know a lot of times, I don't know about any of you, but who's ever wasted a bunch of time looking for a piece of paper? Right? Or something they're trying to share with somebody else. I know it's here. It was just here. I don't know where I put it. And now suddenly we're wasting time looking for that page to be able to share it with someone else. And then we share it with them and then they don't get it back to us. And that can really be an energy downer. It could also waste a lot of time. It can also waste a lot of money. Maybe we're missing opportunities that we could be able to help somebody with because we don't understand that paperwork was so valuable to them. So my guest today, and I'm going to allow him to introduce himself, but Valentin is just a wealth of information. If again, this is somebody who has that small business owner, you are that specialist contractor, this can be transformational for you. So go ahead and take it away, Mr. Valentin.
Yes, hello everyone, and thank you very much, Leah, for your invitation today and the opportunity to talking about a major topic. So quickly, I'm Valentin, so 24 years old from Paris. You've probably guessed it with my accent. And I newly arrived in the USA, in Chicago, for the moment, to discover the construction industry and to provide, like you said, Leah, a very easy software to construction company owners to save time and improve efficiency.
Right.
Yeah. So, like you said, like the goal today is to talk about digitalization and the impact of digitalization on the wealth of contractors. That can be like company owner, foreman, or workers. And I'm personally working for Allobiz, so a very easy software, like I said, and the objective with Allobiz is not only to bet on the wealth of the entrepreneur, it's also like to give him comfort on his, her life and on work daily, and that is the same for all the company teams, from
Right.
the owner to the worker. If it's not clear, don't hesitate, Leah, to ask me more information or something like that. Or
Oh yeah.
maybe my pronunciation will be bad and I need to repeat.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's good.
yeah. All right. Thank you, Leah.
Yeah.
So yes, like today working with paper, SMS, phone call is unfortunately a source of wasted time for companies and in short term, a loss of competitivity because more and more companies are digitalizing their process and are more and more efficient on job sites.
Right.
So the goal is to save time so that you can concentrate on higher value added missions and maybe to find more projects to earn more money because that's the goal with your wealth is to manage it, but to have a wealth you need to earn money. So with Allobiz, what is the concrete objective? Allobiz is available on computer and cell phones because the goal is to simplify communication between the office and the field without paper and SMS. So we are going to manage like three main areas: scheduling and dispatching team to different sites to optimize their efficiency, tracking the time worked by employees on each side to make sure we are on time for each project. And of course, the second goal with time tracking is also to prepare payroll every month or every week for our employees. So that's one of our goals. And the last area is worksite communication, like with a specific space for every site with photos, documents, messages, and all of that centralized in one space. And there is a lot of new features which will arrive in this year. Maybe Leah, can I just present my screen for 5 minutes
Yeah,
and
see
maybe
if you
show
can.
to,
Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead and see if you can share a screen. I've never actually done that before, but let's see if that works.
we will try, we will try. There is
Yeah,
a first time for everything.
there you go. I
Uh,
love it.
uh,
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
yeah, me too, me too.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
I think it does. Hold on.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, all right, perfect.
there you go.
So we are on the Adobe's computer application, and we will see the mobile application just in a few minutes. So on the computer, the goal is to have a list of every of our employees. All right. Ev- of course, every employees just have access for what they need to have. All right. And in a second time, we need to have all our active sites. When we have these two resources, the goal is to schedule our employees on the different sites, or if they have um, if they are not available, we can also manage that. All right. So, for example, today I have all my teams here. I want to add my first team on a specific job site for the 3 next days. I only have to select one of my active job sites that I created just before, up, and in real time on the cell phone, for example, Lucas Johnson here, I am on the phone of Lucas, he will receive his new affectation. So he knows that today he need to go to Walmart in Chicago. And when he just click on it, he have all the information that he need and not like a simple paper on the truck in the truck or something like that. He have the informations. He can navigate. He can send photo, messages, etc. to keep informed the office. All right. At the same time, at the office, we can add every document that we want, and on the job site, they can open it, zoom on it, etc. And of course, if Lucas just sent a message here, I will receive it in real time at the office. So if I come here in my schedule and I just open my site, I have the message of Lucas. And at the office, I also find my specific space for the Walmart Chicago site. When we have communicated, when the guy have done his work for the day, the last goal, the last feature allows field worker to complete their worksheet, their timesheet. All right. So today, Lucas will say, all right, today I was on Walmart site and I spent not 9 hours, but 8.5 hours. And again, at the office, the team will receive the information that Lucas spent 8.5 hours on the Walmart site. With that, again, on the Walmart space, we know where we are between the real time spent on the site and the estimated hours. All right. So that's very simple to use. And like the goal of Alobis is to have only what small small company needs, because there is a lot of product on the market, but a lot of product with a lot of features, and in general is more difficult to use to implement in the company. So that's Alobis. I don't know if I can add more information if you have question, Leah.
Yeah, I definitely have a few questions. So as you were going through that, some different industries came to my mind.
Yeah,
So I would think, and one thing I would think is that if they are a contractor, they're working on multiple job sites, this could be really beneficial. They're sending crew out to one location, another location, and maybe they need to have communication between those two locations, right? So I could
yeah,
see the value in that. And also my question is, would this really help to kind of shore up their payroll since they can their employees real time can track in where they were, what happened, upload a photo, this is what we did. Does that kind of help with payroll? Can you speak to that?
yes, yes. So I sorry about that. I only show the first way to complete timesheets, but they also track where are the employees thanks to a features which is like, all right, I I don't know how to say, but like um, just check in, check out, when you arrive on the job site and when you left the job site, when you leave, sorry. And after that, with this information, we can export an Excel document, and this Excel document will calculate every information of the payroll, like extra hours, etc.
That could be very time saving and also money saving for
Yeah, I can
somebody.
I I can share you my screen again if you want to see that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I will share you. Hop. Is it good, Leah? Do
Yeah,
you see
let
my
me
screen?
add it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this is the check-in, check-out features. All right. So today, for example, Lucas only has one site, but if Lucas have different sites during the day, of course we can just up. If I add a site for Lucas, perfect. He will have in real time, so the second site here, and the possibility to check in, check out. Oh, oh, why? Oh, okay, I know. He check in the first site, check out, and oh, I don't know why the second one doesn't appear. That's weird because like there is also a lot of settings on the application to adapt, of course, the application to every company, why I can't have the second site? But you understand, like here you will have check-in, check-out for every site of the day. And after that, the goal is to have like a recap of, oh, but I'm not, all right. All right, how can I manage that? Just here. The goal is to have a recap on a concrete sheet dashboard with all the information of the payroll. So that's the sheet that we can after export to just prepare the payroll, So I have all my employees, all the hours of my employees, and I can add a filter to have, for example, Antoine Joubot and have the cumulate hours, the extra hours, etc. And that's automatic. All right. So there is no information to manually enter in the document or something like that. Everything is automatic. Is
Yeah,
it more
that's
clear?
so good. Yeah, that's so, so good because I oftentimes hear I have a lot of contractors and they
Yeah,
do have multiple job sites, and I will often hear them say, "Oh, I didn't realize that guy's, working too many hours this week." And then they end up having to cut back their hours or, just kind of navigate it because they're trying to keep it all in their head, or maybe they're got it on some kind of chicken scratch pieces of paper that now they're not really able to really track and really you know just be more prepared for how many hours their staff is working and if they need to make any adjustments. So I think that's a huge time saver and also money saver for the
yeah,
business
of,
owner also.
of course.
Yeah.
Because like
And it
in
probably
the, oh, sorry.
no, I was going to say it probably is also peace of mind for the employee because if they see their boss or the business owner walking around with chicken scratch pieces of paper tracking their hours, they're probably like, "Gosh, I hope that he's paying me for the right amount of hours. I hope he
Yeah,
remembers I worked overtime, last week and all of that." So I could see it's a definite win-win. So
of
tell me,
course.
how do you think that digitalization is a game changer for business leaders in relation to their wealth?
Yeah, of course. So, like, it's been a game changer at every level of the company. Like, digitalization is everywhere since few years in companies. Like, you have tools to simplify uh, financial information, but Alobis is about really to simplify the daily work of teams.
Right.
Um, like running of the business and in construction, we saw that there is a big pain in communication between the field and the office. All right. So to have more efficiency means like potentially have more projects at the same time, so
Right.
more money coming at the same time. And of course, like you said, you can manage more efficiently and with more precision the hours of your team. So you can save time, fewer losses.
That is so good. I'm just getting these I'm reflecting back on conversations I've had with my clients as you're speaking, I'm remembering different situations. So again, we talk about people who have different job sites or
Yes,
maybe they need to share photos. This is a big one that I've seen that gets a lot of business owners, whether you're a contractor or maybe you're an architect or a different thing like that, and you need to share photos. You need to share some kind of diagram with multiple people. I mean, what do? We set up a group me. We're trying to share it from different ways, or maybe you have a list and you're going through and you're sharing that photo, but it's
exactly.
not real time. So maybe you have somebody out and they're updating that photo, they're updating that diagram, and now you have to wait until that gets uploaded and then people see it. No, they can see those, if I'm understanding correctly, they can see those updates in real time. Is that
Yes, of course. Yeah,
okay? Yeah,
they
that's
have
a
notification.
big deal. And you're so right, because how many times if we're wasting time looking for a paper and we're trying to calculate this and calculate that and share all this data, are we missing other opportunities because we feel overwhelmed with the work that we already have? And so that's a huge deal. I really love that. So give us an idea then, other than contractors, what are
Yeah.
some small businesses that you see who have used this successfully?
Oh, we want to say like for the moment, our customers, and we have like more than 1,000 customers around the world now, and all of them are like contractors company between, like I said, 3 to maybe 100, 150 employees, you know. But our goal at Alobis, and maybe it's because one of our founder is from the construction industry. He was the owner of a flooring company in Paris for 25 years before. And today, Alobis application is dedicated to the construction contractors. And that's our goal, to be easy to use and have the most valuable features for them. And we don't want to go everywhere, have a lot of features, and to be more difficult. The goal is to stay simple. And do you want like a concrete testimonial of a customer or something like that about the
Yeah,
benefit?
that would be great.
Yeah. Like I love to explain this feedback. But one time, one of our clients uh, told me that he keep it's an extreme case. All right, it's really an extreme case. I need to find the customer company name.
Well, you can just give
Oh,
us an
oh, yeah.
example. Yeah.
Like this guy was looking to hire a new foreman, a new site supervisor for his company, and we know that in France and in the US it's the same situation. There is like a workforce shortage, you know, and so this customer can't find a good foreman, and he finds Alobis, and with Alobis he saves like so much time. he don't he didn't need to hire a new foreman anymore. So that's an extreme case. It's not the case of every
Wow.
customers, but in general, when we are asking to our customers, and that's the case of a new customer in Toronto, in Canada, that they approximately said they are saving 20% of their time in a week of work.
Right.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's 20% time more every week to be focused on more valuable tasks. And of course, it's also a real comfort for employees to have just like one solution, one platform to have the information and to find all they need.
That is so good. I love that. Keeping it simple. So this tool is
Yeah,
intended not to have too many bells and whistles. Keep it simple so that way it's efficient. It's going to save the business owner that time and also the employee ease of
yeah,
use, easy communication. So I really love that. And also, um, what you're sharing is that, he didn't have to hire a foreman, but really how I heard that, and absolutely, I'm sure that saved the business owner money for sure. However, what I really hear from that is how much stress is this saving them? If they're not going back and forth and trying to find this paper, share that document, share this photo, and have all that in their mind constantly, I would think that the stress level, quality of life would be improved just by using this upgraded
yeah,
tool.
yeah. That like imagine how much expenses that they can avoid with like a centralized application. They avoid like way like like workers don't need to way back to the
Right,
office to find a paper. So
right,
they in the job site and they know that all right, I'm on the site, I have my cell phone, and now everybody have his cell phone in the pocket every time. So they know that with the cell phone they have all the information, and they it's less stressful, I think, also to know that all right, I have my cell phone, I have all the information, I can work efficiently, you know?
yeah, absolutely. And I don't know about any of you in the audience, but I'm not a contractor, but I've often left paper, you know,
Me
like,
too, me
oh
too.
gosh, I got to go back and get that form. So that's really, really good. So let me ask you this: the people or the companies that you talk to, those contractors that you
Yep.
contact, what's holding them back from moving forward? What are kind of some of the things that you hear? They say, they're kind of resistant to this. They maybe like the idea, but they're not sure about it. What are the some of the resistance you get?
Yeah. So I think about that in the digitalization implementation in the construction companies and in all the companies in the world. That's really depend on the solution you're looking for. Like they are very advanced solution in terms of finance, creating quotation, etc., where you have a lot of setup, a number of legal elements to implement, etc. And that take time, that take a lot of money for
Right.
the company and for the owner. But like the Alubis, for example, I will take the case of the famous Canada's customer can be up and running in just a few days.
Wow.
Yeah, and because that's one of the two most important I don't know how to say like um element that perturb owner or will say that the owner don't have time to be interested by digitalization. And the other point is the owner is afraid that his team will not take the application and will not use the application, you know? So with Alubis, like the Canadians client, like I called them a week after they sign up on the application to see if I could assist them, you know, but they didn't need. And like in one week, the owner, the foreman, and the workers understand how the application
Easy.
worked, and they are using it since 6 months now. So this first way back, you will say like the first Oh, holding back, the first holding back with Alobis is not a problem because like we have a really good support for the customers to have the most efficient utility of the application. And in second, about like the prejudice of the workers, it's not like today, I think 90% of workers have a cell phone, you know? And when you have a cell phone, when maybe you have Facebook, you have SMS, you know how to use a cell phone. And with Alobis, it's the same. So a lot of time, the contacts are like, no, I know my guys will not use it because they will say it's too complicated or something like that. And fortunately, after our support with the owner and his teams, because we take a lot of time to be sure that the implementation is good and the utilization is really well, you know, in 99% of the case, after the support, there is no problem and workers are very happy with that because they don't have paper, SMS, email, etc.
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
that's
it
so
was
good.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so, so good. So sometimes they're resistant because they think it's too much of a learning curve, right? But I
Yeah.
always say sometimes you have to slow down to speed up. It may be a little bit of a learning curve, but what is that going to save you long term? And here's the thing. We are resist as humans, human nature, we resist change. Even if that change is going to be resulting in something beneficial, sometimes it's just our nature. We resist it. And really what I see is I'm going to look at the bottom line. So if I have a company with 50, 100 employees and I'm looking to hire them and I see that they don't have the technology, they're missing my from the consumer
Yeah.
from the customer side, they don't have the technology in place. I'm giving them instructions, maybe I'm giving them photos of things that I want, I'm communicating, and that somehow gets misplaced, or there's that lack of communication from the customer side. That's going to really lower my belief in the company and probably lower my ability to give more referrals and get more business. So, and I would think from the consumer aspect, when they're seeing that they have the technology, that the communication is clear, concise, easy, and they can keep kind of eyes on what's happening with their project out as it's going through the system.
You
That
have
would be a
control.
very warm and feel fuzzy feeling. I know that I am not being scammed or bamboozled. Not that anybody would do that intentionally, but just to put their mind at ease that the company's working efficiently, working effectively. There is that communication. So I really love that. I really see this as being so valuable. I love that it's simplified, that everybody can see it in real time, that the learning curve is easy. It's just a
Yeah,
matter of taking some time off, because then how many more projects can they do? How much more can they stay on track and maybe even, save money as a business owner because they're not having this wasted time going back and forth, finding those papers, finding those documents, and really lowering that stress level. That to me is the big kicker. Like all those
yeah,
other things are great, but it is so stressful when you lose a piece of paper or you misplace a piece of paper and you need to get it to somebody else. That you can stay up all night. You can lose sleep, right?
yeah.
Trying to look
It's
for
a
something.
it's if an important paper with important information that could be very, very stressful and very bad for the company. But like imagine, yes, with when companies are using the right digitalization tools, LOBs or however the good tools for them, because the main goal is not to have digital tools, is to have the right digital tools that can like solve your actual problem, you know? But saving like 20% of time in 1 week, imagine how much time your clients can deserve to manage their wealth now.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that. And so, the ease of use, I think, is really got to be stressed. I really believe that it's just easy to use, short learning curve. And it may be that you need to take off a little bit of time, but at the same time, it's going to save you so much more in the end. So let me
Yeah,
ask
for
you, what do
sure.
you what do you envision with the developments with LOBs, and so that you can continue to serve your customers in innovative ways?
Yeah. So like I said, Alobis has like more than 1,000 clients today, most in the Europe, because we are like based in Paris, and I just arrived 3 months ago in the US to develop the activity and try to help the industry here. And all the feedback that we have from the customers are the source of the future features, you know? Like we are not developing something that we think is good. We are developing features that our clients need, you know? And at Adobe's, we have a lot of feedbacks every day, and few new features will come this year. Like the two next features, like the first one is the planning to manage the workforce capacity. Like it will allows company owners to know if he need to hire people to be able to accomplish all the sites at the same time, or if he need to find new clients to have a 100% occupation of the teams. And the second one is a dashboard to track important data linked to efficiency. Like, am I on schedule on my sites? If no, which sites are being scheduled? How can I improve that, you know? The goal is to allow our customers to have more and more visibility and control on their activity and to take very quick decisions to to be efficient. That's the goal, to be efficient.
That's great. That's so good. We're
So
kind of
that's all.
winding down here. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's only two features for 2024, but we have a lot more planned in the next months and next years.
That's so good. I think you're going to help a lot of people, just save them time, save them money, give them peace of mind, and also reduce their stress. I think
Yeah,
that's the bonus, the cherry on top. But really, I think that's the incentive for a lot of people. Is just having that peace of mind, delivering the good final product, and avoiding this miscommunication that can really cause a lot of strife and grief in the workforce
for
among
sure.
employees, amongst employers to employees, and amongst the employee to the employer, right? Those miscommunication can really cause those uh, to lack of progress in their industry and in their business. So, kind of
Yeah.
winding down here. Appreciate your time, Valentine. How can
I
people reach
appreciate your
you?
invitation.
Absolutely. How can people reach out to you? Where's the best way to reach you? And any
Yeah.
closing words you'd like to share with us?
So if people are on the live and on LinkedIn, you can just add me, send me a message. I'm very available and always happy to help and give more information. Um, and in LinkedIn, you have all my information, like my LinkedIn, my YouTube channel, because I also give some little advice for like small company owners to increase their visibility, their daily work, etc. You can also find my every day's post on LinkedIn. So contact me on LinkedIn, send me a message, and it will be a pleasure to exchange with everybody.
Thank you so much, Valentine. I'm so
Thank
glad
you, Lem.
that you were share this information with us, and I'm looking forward to future collaborations, things that
Yeah,
we
with
can
pleasure.
mastermind and help other people and really give them more efficiency in their business and their overall quality of life, right?
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
that's what it's about.
I think a good summary for that is just for the the company owners, just find the right tools that you need for your pains and just like be more efficient and have a better um, mental health, maybe like
Mental
be
health,
more, yeah,
absolutely. I agree. Mental health is everything.
yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate
for
that.
sure.
Thank you for your time. Well, that's it for this edition of Wealthy Wednesday. If you're a contractor or you're somebody in an industry, small business owner, and you need to communicate projects, paperwork, diagrams, photos, or just track where your employees are so that you know what job site you need to send them to, kind of, coordinating all of these things with multiple people, aside from dealing with all these little pieces of paper, now you have it all in one place, easy, clean, simple. And like I shared, sometimes it might be a little bit of a learning curve, but sometimes we have to slow down in order to speed up our processes and speed up the community that we serve. So, with that being said, I appreciate your time. Again, my name is Leah Garcia, financial strategist, and I'm here to help you properly protect, distribute, and transfer your wealth. I do have my free ebook, my one-page financial plan called The Wall of Wealth. Please go in the comments, download it. It's free. It is truly a one-page financial plan, and something that will help you temperature check where you are in your finances and where you want to be. So, looking forward to seeing all of you next week as we turn in every week for our Wealthy Wednesday. With that being said, we'll see you all at the top because we all know it's way too crowded at the bottom. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Bye.